friends. I'm just out here in the forest looking at the trees. Aren't they huge? Oh my word, they're so tall. They sway gently in the breeze. I read something very interesting. There was a group of scientists that thought, I bet if we grow some trees from seedlings and put them inside a giant greenhouse and feed them all the right nutrients, that we can have the most enormous, beautiful, perfect trees ever. And they tried. They built a huge greenhouse. They fed all the right nutrients to the soil so that it fed the roots. And the trees grew tall and straight and beautiful. But you know what happened? They grew so tall, boom, that they just fell over. They didn't have a root system. The trees needed the roots of the tree to grow and develop deep so that they could be fed the nutrients, but also create an anchor to make them have the strength to grow taller and straighter. Oh, the scientists didn't think of that, did they? We're kind of like the trees. We need a solid root system to be fed, to be anchored deep, deep in the nutrition of the soil. Like the Word of God is nutrition for our souls, is the soil that feeds us so that we can grow stronger and taller in our faith and our strength. Another interesting thing about trees that I didn't know was that they can communicate with each other. Do you believe that? Scientists have found out that trees can help each other, they can feed each other, they can encourage growth in each other, and they can also protect each other. When trees grow together, like this in a forest, they have an intertwining root system that's fed by the bacteria and the microbiomes in the soil, so that they can share nutrients and they can share water. And the trees that are lower down, that don't get quite as much sunlight, can also receive the nutrients of the photosynthesis of the taller trees through the soil. So it helps them to grow bigger and taller and stronger. Isn't that cool? How the trees feed each other and help each other grow and encourage each other. It's like they work together as one unit in unity to encourage growth and encourage strength and encourage development. Really cool. Do you think we could do that for each other? Something else? Trees can provide a really good example of teamwork. See this tree behind me over here? Look how he's leaning. He almost fell over in a storm. But guess what? He was held up by another tree. He didn't fall. He didn't die. He was stopped from falling. And look at that. His root system had a chance to grow stronger than ever before. Sometimes storms do come along and might knock off a couple of branches. But you know what? Its roots are deep. Didn't lose the tree, might have lost a branch, but he's still growing. He's still going. Woo, that makes me dizzy. We can plant the seeds of faith, and see how they grow. And when you see a little sapling start to grow up out of the soil, feed it and water it and encourage it and shelter it and strengthen it so that its roots will grow deep, deep in the faith and deep in the food of the Word of God. And as believers together, we can create a fellowship, a unity, so that we can be stronger together than we are individually. Have a great week, friends.